Hello and a warm welcome to you all. They called him America's enemy. But what if Fidel Castro helped create one of America's greatest success stories? A booming Miami, a contained Cuba, and a revolution that may have served U.S. interests more than we're told? How Castro's revolution built Miami, not Havana, the untold economic boomerang. Fidel Castro's expansionism and the broader communist threat he symbolized throughout Latin America directly contributed to the rise of Miami as a safe financial and cultural haven for Latin America's terrified elites. His ideological export not only destabilized governments, but also triggered massive capital flight, much of it flowing straight into Miami banks, real estate, and businesses. Castro's revolutionary export strategy. From the early 1960s, Castro made it a core mission to export Marxist revolutions across Latin America, supported guerrilla movements in Nicaragua, Venezuela, El Salvador, Colombia, Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina, hosted and trained insurgents in Cuba, openly promoting a model of violent class warfare and anti-capitalist rebellion. This created decades of fear among the region's wealthy classes and business elites. Fear as an engine of capital flight. Castro's expansionism combined with the success of leftist revolutions. Nicaragua, 1979. Failed U.S. attempts to fully contain insurgencies. Periodic populist swings and coups led many elites to see no long-term future in their home countries. The result: billions in assets were moved to Miami. Families established offshore accounts, U.S. trusts, and Miami-based corporations. They purchased homes, condos, and commercial real estate. Latin American money buoyed Miami banks, real estate firms, and law practice. Miami as the Switzerland of Latin America. By the 1980s, Miami had earned this nickname because it became a safe, dollar-based financial refuge for elites from Venezuela, Colombia, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, Nicaragua. Banks in Brickell, Coral Gables, and downtown specialized in Latin American private banking. Many clients were families fleeing leftist instability or fearing expropriation. Brickell Avenue and Key Biscayne high-rises were often purchased with cash by families hedging against political collapse back home. Miami's skyline, the third most impressive in the United States, after New York and Chicago, would not exist without the professional management that Cuban elites brought to Miami and facilitated this wave of capital. Cuban exile infrastructure enabled it. The Cuban exile community already had banks, law firms, and political influence. They welcomed and facilitated the flow of capital. Yes, Castro's expansionism turned Miami into a magnet for Latin American wealth. The very threat he posed made Miami a safe vault for scared capital, while Cuban exiles built the institutions to receive, manage, and grow that capital. In a bitter irony, Castro may have driven more capital and human talent into the arms of American capitalism than any single force since the Second World War, strengthening Miami as the true capital of a free and capitalist Latin America in our hemisphere. The United States' inaction against Fidel Castro may have been influenced not just by Cold War caution, but by the unexpected economic miracle his dictatorship triggered in South Florida. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.